or high. Loutrakion, the city in Greece. It is located on the peninsula of Perikor on the bank of the Gulf of Corinth of the Ionian Sea, in 84 kilometers to the west from Athens and in 4 kilometers on the northeast of Corinth, at the foot of mountains Gerenia, to the north from the Corinthian Isthmus. The administrative center of community of Loutrakion Etodori in peripheral unit of Corinthia in the periphery Peloponnese. The population, inhabitants on a census of 2011. The most ancient resort in the country which is known from antiquity for warm sources. Near the modern city of Loutraki there was a place of the term. Are terms known for warm sources. The name of the city, Loutraki, happens from that is meant in Greek by bath, a thermal bathtub. In the ancient time the area was called Piraeus or Peri. On Loutraki's place there was an ancient city the term, known for the thermal sources, being considered as the favorite city of gods, and the goddess Artemis was his defender. In area there was Geryon, a sanctuary of the goddess Hera. About 300 the underground conduit from capacities for water to the fountain of the 4th century BB was constructed BB, and from the fountain to capacities of a sanctuary in L-shaped standing. In 1847 in Italy the statement for curative influence of the baths using mineral water that caused inflow of settlers to local places which founded the modern city was published. In 1928 the city was almost completely destroyed by an earthquake. On the small rocky cape between the park and thermal sources only several buildings remained. The organization for restoration of the city as a result of which work, the set of anti-seismic concrete buildings according to technologies of the time was created. On the place cleaned from fragments of the destroyed buildings at the foot of Hill Grava the big municipal park was broken. From this time remained several hotels of provincial colonial style and the building of a coursal of thermal sources having round shape with a dome, columns, decorated inside with the mosaics executed by artists and pupils of School of Fine Arts. Here too visitors pour the tepid salty mineral water following directly from the rock to the marble basin. The natural water temperature of 30 C also helps it at arthritis and gastrointestinal diseases. In 1930, the 1950th years Loutraki had the status of the real bourgeois resort. On February 24, 1981 in the city there was one more strong earthquake, but two smaller destructive consequences. A lot of work on strengthening of seismic stability of the majority of buildings followed. Now Loutraki is considered the city which is rather well protected from consequences of a new earthquake. On the chemical composition and efficiency of influence of Loutraki water practically don't concede Vichy well known for sources. In water there is a lot of magnesium and sodium, but at the same time it is nice to the taste, and it can be drunk directly from under the crane. The water diet and physical therapy are applied to treatment of pathologies of cardiovascular, nervous systems and digestive tract, liver failure and also skin, gynecologic diseases and diseases of joints. To the south of Loutraki in 1999-2006 highway, Olympia is built, which conducts from Athens to Patras and is a part of European route. Between Loutraki and Athens, 81 km. Of Loutraki and Corinth, 7 km. There is bus traffic. Numerous excursion buses go from Loutraki to Corinth, Sikion, 36 km. Mycenae, 50 km. Argos, 69 km. Penaphlon, 67 km. Epidaurus, 70 km. Olympia, 235 km. Mistras, 149 km. The Acropolis of Athens, 84 km. And Delphi, 207 km. Sites. On the Mount Gerenia, in 1 kilometer to the northwest of the city, at the height of 518 meters, the monastery of the Reverend Patapia, from which territory the surprising view of the city and its vicinities opens, is above sea level located. Around thermal sources there is St. Andrew's Church, constructed in 1345. Now, June 2020. It is closed on restoration. In 5 kilometers from the city, the Corinthian Channel connecting the Aegean and Ionic Seas and dividing Attica and Peloponnese is located. At a distance of 14 km to the west there is a Lake Vouliagmeni. Lake Vouliagmeni. The picturesque salty lake lagoon, located in 16 kilometers to the northwest from Loutrakion. The lake has the maximum length of 2 kilometers and the maximum width about 1 kilometer, and is reported by the narrow passage 6-8 meters wide with the Gulf of Corinth of the Ionian Sea. Depth of the lake doesn't exceed 40 meters. In the lake, small inflow and outflow of water because of inflow is observed. The lake has the sandy beach, unlike the Loutrakion beach. In close proximity to the lake, archaeological excavations of Geryon, a sanctuary of the goddess Hera, and the settlement of Paracora are conducted. In the ancient time it was called Ascatiotis, and also Gorgopus, the name received from Gorgi, Megare's daughter who drowned in the lake. Near the narrow channel of the lake there were traces of human settlements of the early Hellas period, an example of the fact that this area is inhabited since the 3rd millennium BB. The Loutrakion beach has the extent of 3.5 km. The beach begins at the Corinthian Channel and comes to an end with the seaside Loutrakion Park. The beach is covered with small pebble and is quickly going deep, calling the sea. Many beach cafes offer bathers plank beds and umbrellas without extra charge. Municipality, caring for safe bathing, provides presence on the beach of rescuers in the afternoon. On the beach there are souls with fresh water for bathing. The beach provides visit by people with mobility problems. Orientation of the beach, western, that allows visitors to watch declines the coastline of the Gulf of Corinth between Corinth, on the one hand, and the Cape Geron, with another. Museums and public buildings. Loutrakion knows well thanks to located in the city of Casino. Club Hotel Casino Loutrakion, which is one of the largest in Europe. In the city there are schools, lyceums, a gymnasium, churches, banks, a set of hotels and medical and improving institutions. The community Loutrakion is created in 1912. In 1928 is renamed into Loutrakion Parker. The communal community Loutrakion Paracora includes 11 settlements: St. Ioan's Monastery, the Monastery of the Reverend Patapia, and the island of Alkyonides. The population 13353 inhabitants on a census of 2011. Area of 120.821 square kilometers. Natives. Pantelis 1915-1948. Is a guerrilla commander of the People's Liberation Army of Greece and Democratic Army of Greece in the years of World War II and the Civil War in Greece. Also far. Write comments. Read comments. Interesting people will tell interesting stories. All of good mood and good luck.